Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
World Cup or Super Bowl? What's bigger?
What?
The Super Bowl.
Wait. What are your thoughts? Freeze! What are your thoughts?
World Cup, of course.
You think World Cup?
That's not even a question.
There's people who've flown from other countries to go see the Super Bowl.
And people from all over the world flies to see the World Cup.
So which one is bigger?
World Cup, of course. That's not even a question. I don't even know why I need to make this video.
It's a question. I don't know.
There's no debate here.
Like the center.
But think about it. The world has everything at stake at the World Cup. If someone from another country, what do you care about Super Bowl?
That's my point. Yeah, Super Bowl's only
here.
Yeah,
but they show up still.
Nobody shows up. Nobody cares about Super Bowl outside of the States.
Universe. Between the weeks-long build-up, the flash bulbs which light up the stadium while the opening kick-off hangs in the air, and the world-famous recording artist who plays to an audience of millions.
I mean, if you want to compare like that, then compare Super Bowl to World Cup final game. That's just one day, too.
World Cup final, but World Cup has like several finals.
There's only one final.
One final for World Cup. Yeah. Was that just the award ceremony?
No, just one final, the final game.
Of each event?
No, final game.
Of what?
Of World Cup.
World Cup is soccer, right?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was Olympics. Never mind. Oh. Wait, the World Cup may be bigger. World Cup is bigger, duh. Why are we talking about this? Why are you showing me this video?
Quantifiable size. But just how does it compare with the World Cup?
Oh my goodness.
I thought we were talking about Olympics.
Well, in America, it's enormous. Super Bowl.
Even Olympics, I think it's bigger than Super Bowl though. But Olympics.
Okay, that's not the video.
But Olympics versus Super Bowl, I think there can be a discussion on.
That's why I said. That's what I'm thinking. We have discussion.
Yeah.
I don't know we're doing soccer.
Yeah.
World Cup. Well, I see.
56, which saw the Los Angeles Rams defeat the Cincinnati Bengals, was relatively unremarkable in viewership terms. And yet, across the various broadcasting platforms, the game totaled a viewership in excess of 112 million. That represented a rise on the previous year, but it was still significantly short of the 172 million viewers attracted by Super Bowl 51.
That's the Lady Gaga one that we reacted to the halftime performance. Yeah, this was the 51.
I wonder why it was so popular.
The teams, probably, the players. Maybe Tom Brady played or something,
The New England Patriots enacted a stunning comeback.
So,
Patriots, so Tom Brady played.
Do you think it would be best strategy? Okay, we want the teams that will give us the best, highest views.
Yes, they do the same in the NBA too. They always want the LeBrons, the Steph Currys, yeah. Because the NBA once LeBron goes out, I don't even watch anymore. I really don't care. So
you won't watch? Really?
No. I think a lot of people similar too. When their team goes out, they're like, who gives a fuck?
Against the Atlanta.
So it's always in your best interest to have the team that has the most fans,
But 2022 still described the event's penetration. According to Nielsen data published by NFL.com, 90% of all people using a television in the United States during the event on February the 13th, 2022 were watching Super Bowl 56. So while I had...
To be fair though, that's kind of forced because there's nothing else on TV.
Yeah.
No
programming.
Yes, nobody wants to show nothing else when Super Bowl is on. So that is forced a little bit.
Also, there's commercials like advertisements aimed to the Super Bowl. Everyone is invested into the Super Bowl. Like it's like a collaborative effort. Which is, I think, is quite
forced.
amazing.
It's forced.
Quite
amazing. It's forced. But like sometimes the commercials are more interesting than the game. At least for me.
Growing up, we were more interested in the commercials because the next day everyone had to like do pop quiz about the commercials, and there's no pop quiz.
As its ups and downs, the Super Bowl dominates its market. By adjusting its estimates to include different sized viewing parties, Nielsen calculated that roughly 208 million people watched the most recent Super Bowl. A figure roughly 2/3 the size of the United States population. But
Super Bowl parties, I never heard of a... Well, there's World Cup parties, but I always hear Super Bowl parties.
Well, World Cup, people go to bars and... World Cup is...
You always hear Super Bowl party. No?
If we're comparing the United States, what's bigger? Yes, Super Bowl is bigger, probably. I don't want to say yes, but probably Super Bowl is bigger here. But World Cup is the whole world. It's not just one country.
Local press.
Like outside of the States,
is
people do watch.
Is this for everybody, or is it for just the States people?
I don't know. That I don't know.
and doesn't incorporate the between 30 to 50 million viewers who watched from outside the US, expressing that
that 30 to 50 outside the US, okay.
Viewership as a percentage of the global population of 8 billion provides important context, and also shows that the World Cup is on an entirely different scale. In 2018, 3.6 billion people watched the tournament. Across the 64 games played in Russia, the average per-match television audience was 194 million. Essentially, on a viewership basis alone, that equates to 64 Super Bowls within a month. According to FIFA's estimates, the total audience across all games and ceremonies in 2022 is expected to rise significantly and exceed 5 billion.
Wow, that's significant. Way more than the Super Bowl.
So why are we doing this video? I don't understand.
That would be greater than the 3.6 billion who watched the 2012 Olympic Games in London, or the 3.2...
Oh, so even Olympics are bigger than way bigger than Super Bowl. Okay, I kind of thought Olympics were in... I guess Olympics are big outside of here.
You know my problem with Olympics? I don't know the definitive end because, okay, this game can be over, this one's going on. This one can be going on, this one's over. I don't know when's the end. I'm like... Okay.
Yeah, the Olympics is a little chaotic in that sense. I can agree with that.
Two who tuned in to watch the Rio Games 4 years later. But the final itself has a staggeringly high audience, and as a single one-off game is really the only direct comparison with the Super Bowl.
That is correct.
In 2010, 909.6 million people worldwide watched Spain beat the Netherlands. An audience more than 14 times the size of the...
It's okay. It's okay.
What?
It's okay. It's okay.
What is okay?
It's okay. Spain beating them. It's okay. It's okay.
two countries' collective
You got
population.
money and just a shit.
In 2014, that figure rose again, with 1.01 billion viewers tuning in to see Germany defeat Argentina after extra time. And that number grew further in 2018, with 1.1 billion people across the world seeing France defeat Croatia in Russia. It's an upward trend which captures the growth of the event, but also the tournament's truly global nature.
So basically, there's 5 times more people watching the World Cup than the Super Bowl, essentially. The World Cup final game.
And the final's imperviousness to the identity or size of the countries taking part.
What's interesting is that now Super Bowl, the NFL is trying to go into these markets too as well. So these can change if we get more countries involved, no? Because we had a game in Brazil just recently.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I just kind of feel like for it to change, other countries have to actually start playing football. You know, American football. I just don't see that happening. Because it's a kind of...
Rugby is popular where? Only?
Australia.
Only Australia?
No, not only, but Australia is like the main... But it's a different sport too. It's not football.
In that regard, it's a spectacle and an event without comparison. If you like this video, please consider...
This video was quite pointless. Once I realized that we were talking about soccer.
I knew the end result, I just didn't know the data. It was interesting to see the data, like just how much bigger. And kind of interesting that the Olympics is also like that much watched. But the Olympics is, again, kind of like with the whole World Cup, is that different events, you have to kind of compare one game versus one game, you know, so to really determine that. I don't think there is one single event in the Olympics that is more watched than the Super Bowl.
Not basketball?
I don't think basketball maybe would be interesting to see the statistics for the basketball final.
It wasn't even mentioned.
Yeah, that would be but I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe hard to say though. But that probably is the only thing that 100-meter sprint. But again, I don't know if people like that much into it. I don't know because it's only fucking 10 seconds long. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. But yeah, the statistics were interesting.
Okay, guys, leave your recommendations if you want for us to react to more content like this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.